Good morning, student. Today we study the third chapter of 6th standard third chapter, fiber and fabric. So part 1 video. So in last class we studied about the components of food, right? Components of different components of food will be there. How they use us, what are the deficiency will occur. So in this class we study fiber and fabric. This is very general topic. You know, you already learn about that. So this is one general practical topic. So what does this fiber and fabric topic contain? It has the cloth material which are woolen, blanket, fibers, cotton, silk. So we are using different cloth materials in our daily life, right? Someone like cotton, someone like silk, someone have woolen. So there are different types of different way of cloth material will be there. So what are these? I told some woolen, blanket is made up of some any other rough materials, fibers, cotton, silk, right? So why we use different types? Because we use different types because of certain reason or certain season, particular season. If I take in summer season, so in summer season we always use a cottons. Why? These are very soft and we feel very good and cool. We feel very cool, right? If we take in times of winter season, what we use in times winter season, we take some the woolen threads, sweaters. The sweater, how they made up of? The sweater is made up of some sheep, animals like sheep, then goat. By using their skin we made a woolen threads. We use that one as a sweater in winter season. So we study in this class what fibers, what are the fabrics, etc. Okay. The thread of thin fiber is called yarn. Yarn means the fiber have a small threads. These threads we call as which are arranged in a proper way. The fiber has a small thin threads which are arranged in a proper way. Such threads we call as a yarn. Such what we call that one as a yarn. Okay, student? Yarn means the thread which are present in fabric are yarn. Next, what is fibers? Fiber means the thin strands of thread made up of a thinner strands. That means any thin strands of fiber which is made up of a small thinner strands. Small thinner. Like this is a very thinner strands. These thinner strands made a thin strands. This is called a fibers. The thinner strands and converted small thinner strands. The fiber is contained very thinner strand. That much enough. Okay. The fiber and then the thin strands present in the thread. Thin strand present in the thread. So this is called a fiber. So what are the fibers? Now we know the thin strand present in the thread. So they have two types of fibers. First one is the natural fibers. What is this? Natural fibers. What is the meaning of natural fiber? The fibers like cotton, jute, silk. Cotton, jute, silk. Where it occur? It occur from plant or animal. So the natural fiber means the fiber which are occur from plant or any animal. Such fiber called as a natural fiber. Okay. Yeah, if any fiber we get from the plant or animal. So such fiber called as a natural fiber. What are these? I give example as first one is cotton, second one is jute, silk, etc. So these are obtained from a plant or animal material. Next, second one is a synthetic fiber. What is this? Synthetic fiber. opposite of this. Example again. Example is polyesters and polyesters means nylon. Nylon. So these are two examples. What does mean? It does not occur from plant and animal. So these are the fibers which does not occur from the plant or animal. So if any fibers which occur from the plant or animals are natural fibers. If any fibers which does not occur in the plant or animal, such fiber we call as a synthetic fibers. What are the examples for the synthetic fiber? Can you give, student? Yeah. The first one is polyesters and nylon. So now we know what is fiber, what are types of fiber. Next, so we study the first natural fibers. What is this? Cotton. The cotton is natural or artificial synthetic? Yeah, cotton is natural. How they grow? How we get cotton fibers? Let us study. So cotton, it grown is, it's a one of plant, cotton plant. It grown in a fields. Where we grow? Grown in fields. Where? Which have a black soils. Black soils. So any cotton plant we can grown in a black soil in the fields. They have a fruits of cotton. What happened when they grow? They produce fruit of cotton. When they are matured, this fruit is matured, they can burst. What happened? They can burst. From that, we can get a cotton fibers. Cotton fibers. Okay. The cotton plant grown in field where black soil is there. So they made it. The grown is a fruit of cotton. This fruit of cotton is burst. When it matured, this can burst, right? The burst, when it matured, this is cotton fibers. These cotton fibers have a small, this like a cotton fibers, they have a small seeds will be there, seeds. So the seeds of fibers are separate from the seeds is by combing is called as a ginning process. So what do you mean the ginning process? The fibers are separated from the cotton seeds by a combing. This is called a ginning process. Have you seen in your textbook there will be a diagram of ginning process, right? Yeah. The ginning process means separated of the fiber and seeds through comb. What are next? Jute. So this is from that we can get a cotton. From that we get a cotton. Second one, jute. What is jute? Jute is grown in a, it is one type of a natural. Jute is also one type of a natural fiber. Then jute is a grown in jute plant. It's a jute grown in from jute plant when the rainy season will be occur. When the rainy season will take place, that time the jute plant will be grown. So where we grown in majorly in India, Bihar and Assam, the North Indian place, Bihar and Assam, that place always grown in jute. So this is also one of the natural fabric. So you know right, in your textbook they given the diagram of jute plant. So there is a small thin plant. What happened when jute plant is grown? The plant is harvested when flower is occurred. When flower is occurred in plant, the plant can be harvested. The harvested plant then immersed in a water. Where is immersed? We immersed in water because the stem root fibers are separated. By that stem root fibers are separated. So what we do? The jute plant is grown in rainy season at Bihar, Assam, North Indian place. So when we grow, they grown up, then the plant is harvested due to by flower is occurred. When flower is occurred, the plant is harvested. The harvested plant we can immerse in water. Where we immersed in water. That means put it in water. After few days, there is a fibers will be formed. The fibers will be formed in water. That is a stem root fibers. Then we can separate it from our hand. We can separate waste materials as well as a used fibers. Okay. So this is second one is jute. Next, spinning. What is the meaning of spinning? Spinning means spinning of cotton yarn. Spinning means the process of making yarn. The process of making yarn is called as a spinning. The process of making yarn in fiber we call as spinning. How spinning is occur? Due to twist. So, you know the small threads is a yarn, right? These are arranged in a proper way. So, this is yarn. When we twist, right? The twisting portion of the yarn is called as a spinning. Twisting of threads of fiber is spinning. So, we know now what is spinning. Next move. What are the natural fibers in cotton? In India, there is a famous natural fibers is khadi. We use khadi for transport major part of khadi to all over country or outside country because this is a very famous khadi which is occur from the cotton. Next one is a yarn to fiber. Yarn to fabric. How to make fabric from the yarn? So fabric we can make in a two-step. First one is a weaving. Two-way. First one is weaving. Weaving means the process of arranging two steps of yarn. So we know how single step yarn is processed. So student, we study weaving by means the process of arranging two-step yarn. There is a two-step yarn. How we arrange it? Two-step yarn in this fabric. So such process we call as a weaving. Such process we call as a weaving. How they occur? How they done? Weaving process is done by looms. Weaving process is done by looms. Have you seen looms? Have you seen looms? So in a textbook they given hand looms, right? The one lady is hand loom. There is a one long threads. The threads will be, they can movement like this way. By that we are arranging two steps of yarn. So this process we call as a weaving. Next one is the second way is a knitting. What is this? Knitting. What is knitting? The single yarn done by hand. Single yarn done by hand or machine. How? There is a two small needles, two needles. By there we have started knitting. Have you seen knitting? Some your parents or grandmothers, grandfathers, they do knitting process. We can, any cotton threads, from they start knitting, they make any sweaters, gloves, etc. So knitting means single yarn. By using single yarn, they make a cloth material by hand or machine. So these are the fibers and fabrics. Now study how history of the fibers are occur. What is the history about the fibers or fabrics? In ancient people, they use animal skin. They always use animal skin to cover their body. Ancient people, old generation people. Then later, when agriculture will be started, from the grass they make a mat. So in the agriculture field will occur later. The people start to make grass as a mat. From the grass they can make a mat, then they are covering. Have you seen some old in movies, they covered from leaf, then threads, they using some material as a dress? Yes. So when agriculture field is occur, they start from grass to mat. What happened next? When the times is goes on, the people start to animal fleece or hair. So when times goes on, they use as animal skins or hair. They take animal hair from that. They start to They make some dresses, then they wear it. So when they make the hair as a twisted as a strands. What they do? The animal hair make as a twisted and make as strands. Then later they will make woven fiber. Woven fiber fabric means cotton fabric, some silk, etc. Then later they make woven fabric. Woven means woolen fabric. So next, in cotton fabric is comes from, next cotton fabric is comes when the people lived in Ganga river. Beside Ganga river, the people have grown lot of cotton trees. By that they make a cotton fabric, then they used it. So in not only India, in Europe countries, then Egyptians in beside Nile river, they also use a cotton fabric. Then later the times is goes on, when cotton is comes out, the people start to use so many variety of stitching in that. They start to stitching of cloth. Then they make a sari, dhotis from this cotton, from the cotton fabric. So nowadays we use cotton fabrics, very different variety of dress materials. Right? We use it, right? So in this class, this is about the fiber and the fabric, very small chapter. So this contains what are the fiber, what is yarn, what are the types of fiber, natural and the synthetic, then how natural fibers grown like cotton, jute, then how spinning takes place, then how we make yarn to fabric, weaving, what is weaving, knitting, then what are the history about these fabrics. So this is enough about this class. So if you have any doubt, you will ask me. So I will end up this class. Thank you.